like this guy. He's interesting. Alright, time to peek some more Demons of the Shadow Realm. Sadly, last week's video did not meet the like goal. I need at least 250 likes to continue. I'm giving you a freebie, 250 likes, and I'll do another reaction. But unfortunately, new anime season, we gotta start cutting shows. If you don't want it to be this one, slap that like, leave a comment, and head on over to the Patreon for the full live reaction. So let's jump into this bad boy. I've seen many things said in an anime before, but that is a sentence that... The first in my bloodline to ever read a sentence like that. Go catch it, boss! Holy shit. That's funny. I mean, I'll give him this. Bro has a moral compass. That's fucking spooky, bruh. It's like Kumiko from So Spider So What? What the fuck? What the fuck are those? Oh, they have to assist each other because it's they're too small to lift it by themselves. It's an interesting way to explain vaccines to like a very religious village. Make it feel more of like a religious thing. Sometimes my fucking timing. I mean, that's one hell of a way to be with a thick boy on a Friday night, I suppose. But Jesus Christ. So when he cut him down, he implanted himself inside him. So he would lead back. Oh my god, that's fucked. Something tells me big boy. This is his first time with a twink on top of him, let's be honest. Without exaggeration, I think this hit harder than Truck-kun has ever hit me. I didn't see it coming. Now, initially when he got slashed and woke up, I was like, okay, I mean, maybe he did something, but I was figuring he knocked him out, maybe planted a tracker. In my head, these are the things I'm thinking of, but I'm not really paying too close of attention. But the concept of going back into this village, which bro is just here to be good guy, you know, give the vaccines and, you know, make sure they're taken care of, you know, de-escalate the situation. The fact that in the literal sense of me being like, I like this guy. Fucking stab. Now, seemingly he's still alive, which is nice. I really thought this was a death blow. Bro decided to top a chubby guy, which, you know, hey, it's Pride Month after all. I support it. But I guess he carves dimensions. This is a so sword demons, right? This is a fascinating ability. Now, everyone else got killed. He just some weird surgery, I suppose. But I don't have a lot of faith he survived the next episode after what I just saw. And the craziest thing, and this has to be one of the most diabolical things this show just did. So, does anyone remember the girl who had to watch her mom's head get skewered? It's entirely possible, based on the timeline of her walking away and everything, that they might turn around and just see, well, this. And if that ain't gonna PTSD intensify, I don't know what will. This guy's fucking freaky. Now, in terms of just a pure, raw antagonist role, going to be fantastic, going to push our shit in for sure. How many people are left alive in this village at this point? I don't think many. Because the initial attack on the village had to have cut their numbers at least in half. A good dozen just died immediately here. I mean, can we just kill Grandma at least? Like, kill Grandma if we're gonna kill anyone. She fucking the reason half the shit happened. But poor fucking Dara, I mean, had he not requested, I mean, that's... If he hears that this happened, yeah, he's gonna blame himself for sure. I actually thought they were setting up him as the death flag. So when they start talking about someone striking him down and just the fact that he's asking questions, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm not convinced he's gonna die, but I'm definitely worried he has the death flag. And I think that's what immediately made me just like not think about Fat Buddy saying, yeah, I got cut down, but I had no damage, right? And then you take a look, right, at the beginning of the episode, they find 2 slices into their wall, and they're like, hey, this is the exact depth for a gate. Now we know how that happened because, well, fucking dimension building, I guess. To be honest, it's interesting, right? I mean, if you're able to slice through a fat man and make up yourself a portal and ride him like he's your skin suit, who's to say you can't cut into a wall and make a gate, right? Because a few episodes back when they were, the 2 people that we were interrogating, they said which gate they came out of, and they're like, well, you're clearly lying because we don't have a gate at that section of the wall. And they're like, well, bitch, that's where we came in. So now we're starting to tie that up. And that's some really good, you know, connecting of the dots that I feel like you could have just you could have just been like, yeah, someone has a teleporting ability or someone has that ability, but by showing the lines at the start of the episode, then showing him cut through, I mean, that's some really interesting back and forth storytelling that, I don't know, the show somehow has fallen off many people's radars. I don't get it. It's still my favorite thing to watch every week. So exhilarating. I think it's thought provoking. It's brutal, but they're also completely okay slowing down the pacing and letting the smaller character moments flourish. It's not just always waiting for the next big, oh my god, heads are rolling moment. To me, this episode was fantastic even before that, right? Not to mention we had the grandmother phone call. I was like, man, I feel bad. Like, why can't we go visit old grandma? She's probably she's asking about the parents. Have they returned yet? My body's getting all old. I hope to be able to see them before. And I'm like, fuck, can we send this old biddy a smartphone so we can at least FaceTime her? Like, I'm feeling very bad, and immediately guard dropping, nothing can happen. And that's how I know if I was in this world, I'd fucking die, because when the fucking spider coons popped up, that also shook me. Like, there's just some images I wish to never see. This is one of them. Fucking Kumiko meets Dark Gathering. It's completely fucked up. But it's understandable why rules need to be followed if you want to survive as one of the siblings, right? And I mean, it really does, because if you remember, initially when the sister reunites with her brother, and after our first meeting, she actually left the gate to give him a hug, and they were very concerned, like, hey, like, that's dangerous, right? Like, even stepping foot like a little inch outside could put her life in danger. And this is why there's so much shit targeting her, and in doing so is probably going to also target our boy. Hard to imagine how they're both going to survive by the end. I've said it for a hot minute. I don't think both siblings make it to the finish line of this show. And at this point, I'm not going to be shocked in the slightest if by the end of the second core, sister's not around anymore. I mean, in theory, you'd have to think, well, both of them have to make it to the finish line, but not necessarily, man. Oh man, this is getting fucking good, though. I also thought it was super fucking fascinating how, we have to remember, Bro's village is very much not connected to technology and science. So the idea of making it seem more like a religious thing, that you're being given a blessing by the gods. So we cover their face with this kind of like ritual like moment, and it's like, okay, there you go, the gods have blessed you, is a super interesting way to give your basic vaccine so kids don't fucking die at the age of 20, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a cool little detail. I mean, all the little details in the show have been really good in terms of just like little gimmicks. Like, you'll be looking to, in the background, Wright's going to be blasted by an air conditioning and being like, what is this, the wind god? Super fucking funny. All the little like fish out of water little gags, but keeping the emphasis on the actual story. This show's exceptional. It's an absolute shame how underappreciated it is, if you ask me. But, even if I have to drop it off YouTube, I'm going to be gladly watching it over on Patreon every single week, because this is still my favorite new show to watch every single week. Your thoughts down below. How shook did that ending make you? Because my butthole is clenched. That's all I can say. Thoughts down below. Leave a like, shoot, support, subscribe, ring that bell, and of course, Patreon for live reactions and exclusives. I do live over there. And hey, I also got to give those video shoutouts too, because my patrons make it all possible over here on YouTube. So today we got Charwick, Rerun, Azop, Eds, Lunar, Otaku Gamer X, Taco Tuesday, and Brandon J. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Have a good one.